Alright, so yesterday, Stephen A. Smith, he kind of went in on Kaepernick. Um, Kaepernick did that whole thing where he took a stand and he said that not until the violence stops and cops are, you know, pretty much there's accountability for shooting innocent people, right? And he took that stand, a noble stand. People backed him up, right? Time to vote. And Kaepernick didn't show up, so Stephen A. Smith went in on him. Um, a lot of the old school cats, a lot of the older generation, they're going to probably be more inclined to agree with this video. You have to vote. You have to vote. The fact that Kaepernick didn't, um, even if Stephen A. Smith didn't mention it, just because Kaepernick, he's in the forefront. Obviously, ESPN is going to talk about it, but even if he was a nobody, right? But he felt a certain way, like he was passionate, like shit's fucked up here, and I get it. Shit's fucked up. We're being targeted. You have these feelings, right? When you go and vote, like I understand, I get it. You probably do not agree with the people that are running for president, right? But just because the TV is showing you that, that doesn't mean when you go to the voting booth, that's the only thing you're doing. It's not just Hillary or Trump and then you walk away. You're voting for propositions. You're voting for your senators. You're voting for the things that will lead to accountability so other things don't happen. Right? You can't look around your neighborhood and go like these schools need to be built, and then every 4 years you get an opportunity to put things into motion. Talking about it, whether you stand, kneel, or whatever the fuck you want to do, fucking jack off during the it doesn't fucking matter what you do during a fucking flag, whatever. I don't pray to the flag either. I don't. So I kind of agree with Kaepernick, but go vote. Like actually do it. What's crazy though is that Stephen A. Smith, for calling it out, is being put on blast himself. That shit's fucking insane to me. How the fuck are people gonna go after Lil Wayne when he's a rapper? He grew up obviously in a fucking fucked up environment around people that were weird. Birdman, he's fucking weird. He's a weird motherfucker. Grew up around him. He's a product of his environment. So he comes up a little fucked up, right? Kaepernick doesn't want to vote. Everyone says it's his choice. He has a choice. But when people said Lil Wayne's his own man, he has his own opinion, people were like, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. You gotta stand up for us. You gotta ride with us. You gotta come with us. You have to. Or else you're against us. How does it doesn't make sense? Kaepernick didn't vote for you. He didn't help you. He didn't do shit for you. So all that, you know, all that kind of like, even though he still probably believes in this just cause to try to bring back, you know, or not bring back because it's not like it was ever there, but bring some kind of equality into the justice system. You're not gonna do that by you do that by voting. You're not gonna do that any other way. Any other way. That whole argument where people die because for you to vote and shit, that's not the reason why you should vote. The reason why you should vote is because the racist motherfuckers are gonna go out there and vote. That's why you should vote. Oh, it's a choice. I don't have to. Yeah, it's a choice. But consistently, every fucking time, the ones that go out and vote are white people. And it's not always the white people that do have similar interests. They're the ones that the ones that are going and voting, the ones that are putting in the ballot are the ones in the South, the ones that want to isolate funds and you know give tax breaks to the people that are already benefiting, and try to make it harder for the ones that are trying to come up. And they hide it behind this whole real America bullshit to get numbers because they know white people are going to go vote. But minorities are barely starting to catch on. This isn't just in the black community, the Mexican American, fucking Puerto Ricans, Cubans, everyone, all Latinos need to start going and voting a little bit more often. But not a little bit more often, just more often. You guys have to start going. Register to vote. It's not even in the culture. That's the whole thing. People see it as some kind of patriotic feeling that you have to have. Like you believe in the country. You don't have to do that. You don't have to really deal with it that way. You're playing chess. That's why it's called politics. It's not a fucking win-win. That's not how politics works. Politics. All right? Make sure you're not on the losing end. Go and vote. There are people that are going to vote against your interest. Go and vote. Who else is going to vote for you? And then the way I see it, in the black community, you're going to have older cats that are going to say that there were people that marched for this right. 100% true. And because of that, I'm benefiting. So I have that in the back of my mind. Then I also have, there's people around me that would love to vote. They would love to vote. They were born in another country, but they were raised here. Since they were young, they were raised here. They're pretty much American, right? They don't have that freedom. They've been here for years. They don't have that freedom. They can't vote. And there's things that are going to affect them. They're paying taxes. They're making their own way. They're making their own bread. They're hustling. But they don't have they don't have the right to vote. For those of you who do, to say you chose not to means you chose not to participate in the fight. Because that's where the fight happens, in the polls, not on the street when you're out protesting and fucking rioting and shit. It's not where the fucking fight happens. I don't know. Stephen A. Smith, there's a lot of people that agree with him. There's some that don't. And I think that, hey, what's happening? Exposure. People are starting to become exposed. Exposed for what they really believe and how strongly they believe in it. And what they're willing to do and not willing to do. People are picking and choosing who they want to, go in on and who they don't. Setting bad examples, setting good examples. People have to be very careful right now. Especially the young ones that are getting a lot of ideas, a lot of conflicting ideas from different people. If you're a young cat, go out and vote. If you're not 18 yet, when you turn 18 and you're able to vote, you make sure you do it. It's Aztec 101 in the ring, and I'm out.